What is up, my lords and ladies? It's InfernoKun back with Game of Thrones, a discussion about our lovely handmaiden Mira Forrester. So, I'm just gonna speak about Mira's part in the story, what's going on with her, and things that could happen in the finale episode. So, let's go ahead and start with Marjorie, because we haven't seen her in episode 5, and she's been kind of, mad at Mira trying to replace her. And I wonder if you'll get conclusion on what Marjorie thinks about Mira, because she was planning on replacing her with a different handmaiden, and we did see her in episode 5, by the way. She was just, there, didn't talk, but we did see her. And I wonder if we'll get conclusion on, Marjorie in general, if she actually come in and speak to us, because in episode, I believe it was 2 or 3, probably like 2 or 3, we can actually go ahead and steal a key or a scroll, whichever one you want to steal. You can go ahead and steal that. Now, from my knowledge, I stole the key, haven't got to use it yet. I'm not really sure if you can. I might have missed out, but the scroll, not sure if you can use that. Have not actually used that either. So, I'm not sure what they wanted to do with that. Maybe it's something to do with, Marjorie, and I want to see what this key actually opens up to, and maybe the scroll too, because I didn't choose the scroll, but I do have the key, and I want to see if it's actually just something to look at, something nice, or something that's kind of just thrown in there. So I want to see something for that. Not really sure they'll actually do it or not. Probably it's a wasted thing. But anyways, so go ahead and move on to our more pivotal points, like Andros and Morgan. Now, Andros is the one trying to kill us. Yeah. He isn't too happy about, us ruining his deal. In episode, I believe, 5, the traitor informs us that Mira actually messed up Andros' deal to go ahead and get the cell swords from, selling ironwood and stuff like that. So Mira definitely did a good job in episode 4, tricking Lyman and getting Andros to screw up on his ironwood deal, and that's where Mira was actually pretty good. That was pretty awesome. And Andros at this point is still alive. I mean, you did make a deal with not Tyrion, but Cersei. If you go ahead and get the list of names of people who are testifying for Tyrion, then you go ahead and do that. Now, the problem with that is I don't think Tyrion actually has, anyone speaking on his behalf at the trial from the show. I mean, I don't exactly remember if he had anyone, but he does give you a list of names like Jaime, Varys, and Sansa, stuff like that. So he does give you some throwaway names to give to Cersei to make her happy. But the real problem is basically Lucan, the Lannister guard who was hearing over our conversation. I guess the choice, that's where it comes in. He will actually, tell Cersei how you handle Tyrion. If you didn't lie to him, told him that, his sister sent her to get this information, that could be something that can actually get you in trouble. And then you can go ahead and lie to him, lie to Tyrion, and then Lucan's like, hey, you did a good job. So pretty much Lucan telling Cersei the truth is what has to actually go on here. Giving the names probably won't matter if Lucan heard Tyrion say, hey, give her some names. So I wonder how it's going to play down, because Cersei was pretty much dead set on getting rid of Andros if you go ahead and get the information from Tyrion. And for me, I didn't get anything in my playthrough, but you can go ahead and get names and still not lie to him. But I wonder how Cersei will react to Mira failing or succeeding. For failing, I'm not sure if she'll hold a grudge and declare Mira a traitor or not, but that could be a case. Not really sure she'll go that far, but obviously Andros is going to be, dealt with if you go ahead and get the info from Tyrion. And that could be a good thing, because he can't really do much while he's dead, obviously. But he can try if he's alive. And that could be a good thing for House Whitehill in general. Andros being alive and still able to try and build an army for the Whitehill. So that's what I'm thinking about that. Now let's go ahead and go on to Morgan, our business partner. He wasn't in episode 5, sadly. He will be in episode 6 because, obviously, one of the voice actors, or Arthur, the casting guy, tweeted that he actually, voiced some lines this time around. So he will definitely be in the episode. And I wonder, if Morgan is actually content with helping out Mira, or is he just using her? I mean, I would say that I trust Morgan. He seemed like he was very not too fond of Andros and was, willing to go ahead and make some money by selling ironwood. And having a Forrester in his grasp is a good thing for him because they have direct access to the ironwood and stuff like that. So I wonder how this will actually go down, because Morgan is said to be kind of shady from his, people around King's Landing. So I wonder what is Morgan's true intentions with helping out Mira and wanting to sell ironwood. Is it for money? Is it to betray Mira or something like that? I think Morgan, he declared himself as being, right now he shows himself as being very trustworthy, but hearing things about him being shady is a bit worrying. You can't trust anyone in Game of Thrones, obviously. They will backstab you, and Morgan is not an exception. I hope that he'll be good, but it could go wrong, and hopefully that won't happen. Now, let's go ahead and go on to our guardian angel, the mystery of who he works for, Tom, the cold boy. Now, we haven't seen him in episode 5 because, Mira's part in episode 5 was a bit too short for my liking. So, hopefully we get to see more of him and get to know who he works for, because in episode, I don't know, like 1 or 2, he says he has people who can help Mira. And the time is coming where she's in trouble. If you messed up with Cersei, you might need that help from Tom. Now, who exactly does he work for? Is it Morgan? Is it somebody else? My first guess from when this was said, I was thinking about Varys, the guy who is like the most shadiest dude ever. Varys, and he could be working for Varys. That would be cool if he is. It means that, of course Varys loves helping out people, and he's super shady, and he might want to help out Mira. He might want to get the cold boy to help out Mira. Not sure why, but, I'm thinking that maybe Morgan or House Whitehill would be a more suitable answer. So he could actually be an agent for Morgan, because how else would Morgan know Mira whenever he saved her from getting, taken by Lucan? I'm kind of wondering if he actually knew who Mira was before, because she's a Forrester, and wanted to basically use her, and had Tom basically kind of like look over her and make sure she's okay. So I'm wondering who Tom works for. My guess would probably be Morgan, or it could be an ordinary cold boy. But why would Tom specifically seek out to Mira and offer him help? That help could have been Morgan. So that's why I'm thinking that the cold boy actually works for Morgan, and hopefully we get to see some stuff happen in episode 6 about Mira. Hope she gets her conclusion to the episode, to the series, because Mira, she can have a great role in episode 6 and I'll be satisfied. But, seeing as how episode 4 is probably her best moment in the series, going around, talking to people, deceiving them was definitely great. Hopefully we get to see more of that in episode 6, because I'm hoping that we have enough time to go ahead and go through Asher/Roderick's part, Garrett's part, and Mira's part. Like, I'm wondering how will they actually go ahead and wrap up Mira's story, Garrett's story, and Asher/Roderick's story. It's a lot that I want to add, into, Mira's part, but time is the worst thing. Either we need to basically, I wouldn't recommend this, but rush it, which is awfully bad, or they can take their time and make a longer episode, probably at least 3 hours. Telltale hasn't really done anything like 2 hours and 30 minutes right now because of, what they're doing, but it's the finale. Cut this one a little bit of slack and have it be a little bit longer to wrap up everything nicely, or at least save some room for a confirmation of a season 2. That would be great also. That's what I'm hoping for. So tell me your thoughts about what's going to happen to Mira Forrester involving her cast of characters like Tom, Marjorie Tyrell, Morgan, and Andros, and Cersei Lannister too, because she's in this too. I forgot to add Sarah, our best friend that's trying to get away from us. Yeah, she helped out a lot, and I helped her out a lot, so I wonder if she'll come back and maybe help out with the Marjorie side of things, because She did help with, you know, the wedding and everything else, but she thinks that Mira helping her is too much of a risk, and now that she's trying to get married, she doesn't want to take that risk anymore. So I wonder if she's done, like she won't show up anymore, or will she be like, oh, you helped me too much, and she'll come back and help out. So I wonder if she's a true friend, or will she abandon Mira and just leave her. So that's what I'm thinking. So I wonder how it's going to happen. Tell me your thoughts, obviously, about what's going to go down. Will Mira Forrester be executed? And will she get caught by, you know, somebody who actually knows what happened to Damien, if you killed him or not? So I wonder how it's going to play down. Tell me your thoughts and opinions on what's going to happen to Mira. Thank you guys for watching. It's been InfernoKun. Like if you enjoyed and subscribe for more. And I'll see you guys next time on Game of Thrones.